This will lead soldering of your first surface mount component. Let us study how to desolder the SMD component. As you have been aware of soldering process, now you will learn about desoldering process. Where to take some precaution before moving further. Here, keep your fingers away and do not point it at living things, as it will burn just about anything. Also make sure no plastic will be near where you are working, as it will burn quite quickly or it could melt from the uncontrolled heat.
Tools required for desoldering purpose are lighter, butane gas torch, a jeweler screwdriver and butane gas. Next step involves the process of filling butane gas torch. For this, take the cap off the can and shake up the can a bit. Now take the can and the torch outside. Point the can downwards and place the tip of the valve onto the bottom of the torch. Next, you will need to do a pumping action, as you will torch up with the gas.
This process will make the bottom of torch very cold. Once you're done with filling the torch, now start with the desoldering process. In this, connect your circuit board into your third hand, light the butane gas torch and grab your jeweler screwdriver, and then position the screwdriver near the top of the IC where it is clear of pins. When you heat up the IC, you want to use screwdriver to lever the IC one side to lift one side of the IC off to the board. You can see the picture where the trick here is to heat up one side of the IC first, lift up that side from the circuit board and then focus on the remaining sides of the IC. In this way you have successfully removed a surface mount IC from a circuit board without any damage to the IC or the board. Now let us study removing and inserting of connector socket. Replacing of broken DC power jack on your laptop is performed, in which you need to follow some steps. Firstly, you can observe damaged DC jack on the back of the laptop and compare it with the new DC jack, that how it is supposed to be. Metal requirement for this instructable are following: soldering iron, multimeter, small screwdriver, pen and paper, new DC jack, thermal, disposable cups, desoldering braid, isopropanol. Be organized while performing these functions. Keep all screws in an envelope by writing name on them. Look around and note down a schematic diagram of laptop. You will be assigned with screw numbers and mark them into your figures as you disassemble. You can see images performing this process and listing the name and marking. Now remove the hard drive, optical drive, battery and everything that you can remove. As said, do mark numbers on screw and keep them in different bowls or envelope. After removing screw, now remove plate connector. For this, you need to slide flat driver and slowly lift it until the plate pops up. Then reverse the laptop and remove plate connector. When connector get removed, now remove cable and do not pull any cable, instead gently disconnect them at edges. Next step is to remove keyboard. For this, open all screws at bottom and remove keyboard, and thus you can also remove LCD cable and antenna. In this way you can open the screw of the real hinges and remove LCD. If you have antenna, be sure which cable was attached to which. Now remove the plastic covering as shown here by finding out how it is attached. Remove the endoskeleton by removing some more screws and you can see laptop without any cover. This will make you see circuit board of DC power and then desolder the old DC jack. Once you have removed old DC power jack, now how to place the new DC power jack? For this, use small flat driver to protect enough space to put new legs of DC jack. Put new jack and solder and legs. Next step is to reassemble the laptop. Firstly, clean the remaining thermal compound from CPU and hit sink 90% of isopropanol and add new drop of thermal compound. Reassemble the rest of laptop computer. Be sure that all the cables and connectors are placed back in position as it is difficult to open it again and reconnect. After reassembling, now turn on your laptop and observe whether you are at AC adapter, means AC power, how an integrated chip is soldered and desoldered. You will use the same set of toolkit to perform this operation. We will start with desoldering of IC chip. Firstly, make the soldering iron hot at temperature between 600 to 700 degrees. After this, cut the heat sink to IC or to direct to be first desoldered. Cover the lead to be desoldered with abundance of flux and put the wick on joints to be desoldered. Now apply hot iron to the wick until the solder metal and is drawn up into the wick. Once solder get melted, turn on the pump to remove the solder. Replicate this till each pin on IC has been desoldered. That is, in case when you are using pump, apply soldering iron to the solder till it melts. After this, close tweezers and slip them among the IC and board to heat the pin liberate and bits of remaining solder. This will result in desoldering of IC. Now what are the steps involved in soldering of IC chip? As you all know, a motherboard is the most essential piece of hardware inside computers and laptops to which all the components are attached, including memory, USB ports using internal wiring on this board. There are some steps involved in soldering process. Let us go through these steps. In the very first step, you need to make your repair surface flat and free from the dust, and then fix the IC holder to intent part of your motherboard. Add solder to soldering iron and independently heat each of the IC holder leads. For this, replicate for each of the leads till the IC holder is solid in place and allow it to cool down. To make chips settle properly, lower the chip to the holder and make sure that tiny pins beneath the part are not broken by the heating process. Now reinstall motherboard in the target device and to check its function, do power on the laptop. This ends with this process. In this way, new IC has been soldered in your laptop. Thank you.